Welcome back for another week's plan with me in my Erin Condren vertical planner. We're going to start with May 22nd and we're going to do through the 28th. This week I'm going to be featuring Bubba Bear Studios Tweet Your Heart Out. This is an add-on you can buy separate in the shop, but I wanted to feature that as well. Her kits come with a lot of headers, so I don't always use the glitter. I normally use them for other shop kits that don't have enough headers. And you can reference last week's video to see what I'm talking about. So here's the decorative box sheet, check boxes, headers, and some decorative functional. Here's some half box check box. I don't know. Half boxes, quarter boxes, our washi, love the little bird houses, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I always start with washi first. Don't know why, it's just kind of how I operate. Start at the bottom and build up, right? Need a strong foundation. And I like to fold my planner in half when I do this because it makes it a little less cumbersome when it comes to laying it all down. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are having an amazing week. It's nice and sunny here in Michigan, finally. Boys have been playing outside, having a fun time. I appreciate that. My floors not so much, but it's okay. I knew what I was getting myself into as a boy mom, right? Or I should have. So I'm just putting my date cover-ups down. And I really love how Jessica always makes the weekend a little bit different than the rest of the week, so it stands out. I wish that she could pop out new kits like mad, but she is so crazy and she has the cutest new characters now. The Bean. Uh-oh, my middle son is very angry right now. Can only imagine. So there is that. Oh, I should have, hold that thought. I'm gonna come. One of the awesome things about Jessica's kits is that it's removable mat that I use. So like moments like this when I forget to put down my little corner covers first, I can just come in, lay it down, and put that back down. So before I forget. And these little corner flags I'm using are from Libby & Co. Love her stickers as well. Hold on. I'm gearing up for the Planner Boss sale. And that's gonna totally break my bank, but it's worth it every time that it comes up. Totally worth it. And I think what I'm going to do, I've done this in previous weeks, because there's so much decoration in this washi, I'm going to put my decorative boxes down the middle, and then my check boxes in this bottom row. So I'm going to go ahead and do those two things now, so I can be done. Just cranking away. I love how Jessica did the little birds for the check boxes on these. She's so stinking creative. She's hilarious to boot. She's doing, actually, I applied for a PR position with her shop, so we'll see what happens. What is meant to be will be. So I'm not, sorry about that. I'm not gonna get hung up on if I get picked or not. I love doing this and using her shop, so if it works out that way, even better for both me and you, because I'll have some special discounts coming up. And you may notice I haven't been using my whiteout as much. Not because it doesn't drive me crazy, but because I don't like how the stickers have not been laying. So I actually have some label paper, which you know, like shipping label paper, which is pretty much the same thing, a matte finish, that I'm gonna go dig out from downstairs and start trying that out and seeing how that works out. My quote box, I'm gonna put this bad lad down because I love this. In case you can't read it or haven't seen this particular kit, it says, "Today I will be happier than a bird with a French fry." Where I grew up, we always had a lot of seagulls, so this quote really cracked me up when I saw it. That is not straight at all. Holy cow. Hold on. Oh, let me get some undo because I don't want to ruin it. Hers are removable matte, but sometimes, you know, like when you've just laid it too many times, sometimes it's safer to use undo and go back than to keep dealing with it. See how it lifted there just a hair? It's mainly my fault because I was pulling up too quickly. So we'll let that dry, and then I'll go back and put that there. Anybody else trying to plan out their summer activities for the family? I feel like overwhelmed almost. This is going to be our first year of doing like true family activities and prepping all of that. So I'm it's a little nerve-wracking for me because I'm trying to like strategically plan it all around my children and like knowing what works for them and what just won't work at all for us. And that is kind of stressful, not gonna lie. Part of me is like, let's just do a staycation. But I want to take them and go check out some new places around Michigan. There's a lot of places that I haven't been, which is really sad because growing up here, you would think that I've traveled more, but my family owned a campground growing up, so our summers were spent with everybody coming to stay at the campground, not the other way around. Lots of great memories with so many families, though. It definitely was a lot of fun, essentially, growing up on a campground, because I had new friends all the time. Like, all the time. So I always loved that. And most of them came back summer after summer, so. Okay. There, now I'm satisfied with it. So I think it's coming together really nicely. Alright, and if you've never used undo, it dries really quick, so that's dry now. I'm going to try to lay this down flat so we don't have this problem again. There we go. So there is the start to my sidebar, and then let me just think here. I want to try to plan some of this stuff out. I'm gonna do my to-do headers. I always feel like I overthink my plan with me's. And maybe it's because I'm nervous because somebody else is watching me plan. Could that be? Maybe. So much traffic in my subdivision right now. Sorry, I'm like a squirrel. Both of our neighbors on both sides, their homes are finished, so they're like moving in, having all this construction done after the fact. Okay. And then I need to just go back and do the rest of them now that I have a game plan of how I want them to go. I went with the neutral planner and still have like these black boxes to cover up, which is kind of frustrating because even if you're not like a sticker planner person, like you can't even really write on it anyways unless you get the jelly roll pens, and then that's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm loving the new neutral ones this year coming out from EC. They just are the outlines. And I think that will make life a whole lot easier because you can choose if you want that header in there or not, and you don't even have to really sweat it. It gives you a little bit more versatility, I feel. At least that's my take on it. Who would have thought that red would look so good with this color combination? Isn't that funny? Like, you don't think of things like that until you try it out. Oop. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay down my weekend banner, Keep Calm and Fly On. So that is how it's coming together so far. This is totally crooked, but whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. So here is our payday. Seriously. Laundry days, trash day is on Tuesdays. Always have a ton of laundry after the weekend, it's insane. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lay down my meal, kind of prep for the week stuff. It helps me to stay focused so that I can track everything, because I try to quote-unquote shop my pantry and then go to the store and meal plan around what we have instead of just buying whatever. Because if I don't go with a plan, I just start tossing things in the cart and spend way more than what we need to that week for food, and I don't like things to go to waste. Being essentially a one-income family, we don't really have room for too much luxury in that department. Love how these are this mint color, like the rest of the kit. It's so cute. I think I'm the most comfortable, well, I know I'm the most comfortable with Boba Bear Studio kit, so I tend to not like talk through these plan with me's as much, because I'm like, and this here, and this here, and this here, and I know this goes here, and that goes there, so I don't really necessarily think things out loud, I guess is what we'll say. I don't know. I guess I'm I'm my own unique person. I'm gonna tie in some red over here. So I'm gonna use this red header, and then I'm gonna write down my sales for the week. I'm gonna use this checkbox for that because there's 6 on here. I usually take like a day off from doing sales, so even if I do, I can just do like the weekend total. Then I have a couple habit trackers. We'll go ahead and lay these down. You know what I'm gonna do though? Hold on. I absolutely love this feather, but hold on. I'm gonna use this different feather, this mint feather, just to add a little bit of space in between. A little more dimension, I guess, if you will. Love these habit trackers from Jessica. As with everything else, she's got great artistic eye. And then for the zone cleaning, I'm gonna put this guy down so I can indicate what we're doing for this week, which this week will be zone 4. And then, let's see, you know what, I'm gonna use, let me see, can I get it to fit? I can, yay! Put this guy down, and then my little phone box so that I know these are people that I need to like call. I'm actually gonna put it, maybe, I'll do this. And then I'll just write my header to call, and then I'll write the 2 here that I need to call. And then from there, we have not a ton going on because the kids are off school. So I'll definitely be going back and filling in for this. But this is the week laid out, and I still have a lot left over, but we're not running anywhere because we're done with school. So here's half boxes, check boxes, here's some washi strips, header strips. I have these left over and these as well. So I know I'll be adding more to this. Oh, and I didn't even use my glitter washi. So I'll have to use this. I'll save it and use it for another kit because this is pretty good where it's at. And then I'll come back in and update as we add things on, because I know I'm going to add in some play dates and stuff after I talk to some of the moms and we figure out